Lies are okay when they serve your agenda.
Don't give the supercomputer ideas.
Last time we played, shopping,
Yes, there was shopping.
Raves.
Impromptu shopping.
clubbing,
Kebabs.
kebabs,
Fabulous hair.
drinking,
Combs.
combs, and then you all headed off.
And double prizes.
And you did get the double prize, yes.
Double prizes.
But it's time you headed off to go and seek out Timbers and find out what the hell you're going to do next, because you're all a bit of a loss at this point. You've gathered a lot of information. You've had a lot of parties. You've had a lot of fun.
I need to go back to my sister.
But you do sort of want to go back to Gallia.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's get it done.
Things to do.
Things to see, people to do.
Well,
Stay away from my sister.
I've got this amulet for her.
Now,
She doesn't need it. You've seen it. We're a very well-endowed family.
and it's a glorious day on Nassau.
Beard.
It's a wonderful island, and as you make your way up the now very familiar driveway to Timbers' manor with the well-topiaried gardens, which
Glad to see him back in charge.
for all of Cade's faults, he did ensure that the gardeners kept the topiary up to a high standard.
Absolutely pristine.
Yeah.
Fair play. I mean,
fair
he's
play.
that kind of guy, to be fair.
Yeah. They may, sometimes if you've got a topiary, if you inherit a topiaried garden, sometimes you've just got to maintain it. You've either got to go all in or all out. You know what I mean? You can't half-arse it.
Yeah. And also, the Empire loves their image.
Oh, they do, for sure. So it's great, You make your way up the driveway to the front door.
Yep. Does everyone turn to Keth?
Yes, everyone stopped and looks at you.
And Keth
Come
will
on,
have-
Keth.
Keth will have remembered his moment from him. And then he'll go, you. And he'll look at his left hand. And then he'll put it down and he'll boot the door.
Hey, nice.
Okay, roll to hit.
11.
We do have advantage on Timber's doors.
You do have advantage on Timber's
I do.
This time.
Let's roll again.
For one night only.
For one night only. 11, but with an online strike. Put a 7 on that, so 18.
18.
Yes.
You strike that door and it swings clean off its hinges.
Boom! Timbers!
And Starflower just sort of steps out from beside the door frame and just says, hello, Keth.
Starflower, good to see you. Did you see that?
Yes.
See how good it was?
I saw you coming up the driveway and decided to not stand behind the door.
Wise, because you'd have been blown away by my amazingness.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm guessing you're here to see Timbers?
Yes.
Yes? Timbers?
Yes.
Timbers?
No, actually.
No?
I'm just kidding. Yes,
Oh,
I'm here
Timbers.
to say Timber.
Timbers all round.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the way
Excellent.
down.
Yep.
Timbers all the way down.
Timber's all the way down.
Excellent. Well, you know the way.
We should do by now,
Upstairs.
actually. Yes.
I mean, yes. Let's go this way.
There's also
and I
signs that say to Timbers' office.
Yeah.
Signposted.
I open one. There's a cupboard. Okay, I'm lost. I think I drank way too much last night.
Toilets, private, stuff only.
Yeah. All I can hear is audio.
Dildo
junk
cupboard.
Oh, good.
That's mine. Leave it alone.
Sorry, Starflower. Just point the right direction then.
Upstairs.
Oh, yeah. That way.
Still, oh, right.
Oh, upstairs.
Oh, he's moved.
Yeah.
It's always
Fancy.
upstairs.
La di da.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go up to see.
You go upstairs and you follow the path to Timber's office. You get to Timber's door.
Does everyone turn together again?
I don't know. Do you all turn to look at Keth?
Absolutely.
You turn to look at Keth.
I'm not going to do it again.
Okay, I'll wait then.
Fine,
I
I'll do
tell
it.
you.
I'll open it.
And Milo just opens it.
Oh, let's just go for a
You were
run.
faffing.
I was limbering up. I
Hello,
was
boys.
stretching off.
Hey,
Hello, Captain.
Captain's good to see you.
you got your desk back.
I did, boyo. That's, yes. It's, there's all this gravel around, though.
Sorry about that.
So you're welcome, Timbers.
Oh, thank you, yes. I couldn't have done it without you.
Now you can hear there's an intruder coming.
Yes.
So no one's going to sneak up behind
I
you
can
and
hear an
gravel.
intruder in my office next to my desk.
They could be anywhere.
Lovely.
Could be very thin, slight,
you do-
sneaky.
You say
Could be
that
dark.
like it's a silly thing to suggest, but that's exactly how Milo killed Cade right next to his desk by sneaking in to his office.
Is it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well, I shall keep it as a security protocol.
that's
Yeah,
what we
I
thought.
would.
Marvellous.
Just
I
don't
would.
eat it.
Yeah. Don't
Wasn't
eat gravel
planning to be honest.
Good.
anyway, but definitely don't eat that gravel.
I'm not going to lie, I'm not in the business of eating gravel.
Don't smell it or sniff it or
I
Really
not
touch it with
sure
your
why I
hands.
would.
just if you're gonna touch it, put gloves on.
I'll be honest with you, I'm going to leave it here.
Okay, just let everybody know that they
Right.
shouldn't eat it.
Please.
Okay.
Important to us.
He just goes over the door. Starflower! Apparently, we mustn't eat the gravel. Yes, I know it's a silly thing to say. No, I don't think you eat gravel. Oh, for goodness. Starflower
Sorry.
would like me to inform you that she does not regularly eat gravel, you maniacs.
Well,
Don't tell her that's why
this
she's
isn't
so
for
blocked
her
up all the
then.
time.
yeah, she
This
doesn't.
is
She
really
doesn't need the
information,
instruction. Why is she so protective over it? Why does she get so defensive?
Ay,
She doesn't eat gravel.
right, boyos. My understanding is young River is off finding some people at, what did you say the island was called?
The pub, probably.
Falkland Bay.
Falkland Bay, yes.
Have you heard anything
Quat's
from her?
granddad.
I've not heard anything back
Right.
as yet.
Oh.
Although I am given to understand by you boyos that the island is a bit mobile, so
Yeah.
tracking it down might be harder than first,
Yeah.
thought.
Can't imagine it moves very quickly, though.
I don't know.
Faster than most islands, I would imagine.
We've not been there for a while. It's been a few years. Like,
It is fast for an island, I will
Yeah.
give you that.
I hope everything's okay on that island.
well, Quat seemed to have it pretty much under control, didn't he?
I mean, he doesn't have anything under control, quite.
Well,
he
except
just
for,
sort of lets
except for the
stuff
whole
happen.
island.
Except for his granddad.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, I'll give you that.
Position on the
Position
the
on the
globe,
map, yeah, but what about the stuff that was going on there? I just hope River's going to be okay.
Yeah,
That's all.
fair. I
That's
mean, hopefully with your portaling of the angels away, that you've sort of hopefully got rid of the major threat.
all.
Major threat.
But
Yeah.
who knows? You're right.
What about the cranberries? Has anyone thought about the cranberries?
Sure, they're fine.
Oh, I think they're doing a thriving trade. And he reaches into a drawer and pulls out a carton of Fulcrum Bay cranberry juice.
Oh, delicious.
And just with a little straw in it. Goes, I'm not sure why, but
Look,
I think they're doing fine.
They must have taken out that competitive.
look, I know
Rousing
with your
speech
refreshing
from
cranberry
somebody.
juice, I know with
Keth
your
reminisces.
refreshing cranberry juice, the next natural pairing is to pop some gravel and chow down, but not this one, Timbers.
Don't eat the gravel, Timbers.
I will
I'm
do my
begging
best
you.
to resist. Now,
Zero crunch.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
He's eating crisps. He said we couldn't eat crisps. This place is bullshit.
Yeah. After all, no crisps in Timbers' office.
Just gravel.
Crisps, not gravel.
Yeah. Right. So I have I asked you boys to come and visit at some point, and well, here you are.
Yeah.
I sent notices around. How did you hear? By the way, I thought I'd try out a few new.
The DJ.
DJ?
in the Wizard's Sleeve.
He's a superstar DJ.
He is, but I just don't overwork him because he's got loads of important announcements to
Right.
make during his set. Like,
Very
you know,
good.
the test tube shots and like the 25% off.
Maybe give some to the
toilet
morning
paper.
DJ.
The morning DJ.
Yeah, they seem like they didn't
Yeah.
have much to talk about.
No.
There weren't many people in there.
No.
Well, Hangover Rave's a new feature, apparently.
You need to get those shots from the toilet attendant. They sorted me right out last time.
Yeah.
And those little blue cakes
There's no
Yeah.
toilet.
in the urinals.
There's no toilet attendant.
Well, Clyde gave it to me, so
Oh, right.
he was hanging around in the toilets at the time.
likes to do
Clyde's
that.
Special Supply.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
Clyde Supplies, they call it. Anyway, all right. What, boys, are we to do about Gallia?
Look, Timbers, I gotta be honest. We formulated a plan a rough plan before we even knew that Nassau was kind of okay. I promised my sister I'd be back, and
yes.
then I sent word to her that it would take slightly longer, but I really do need to get back to her because we left on kind of a dangerous note in that there could be reprisals for
I see.
for the criminal organisation we took out, and we took out a bit of it. So that's kind of what's at the forefront of my mind.
Well, you best be. You will need a ship then, yes? Have you still got the fast one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the fast one.
I'm told that is a fast ship.
Yeah, it's the fast one.
Well, we kind of do have the fast one, but we'd probably have to go and get it because it's currently just bobbing around outside Pyri's Island, where we left it before we got a teleportation back.
But did we leave it there?
Yeah,
You did, yes.
we got transformed into seagulls, flew to, or pigeons.
Yeah, it is literally
Parrots
just
on the
moored
thing.
up outside
Parrots,
Pyri's Island.
Flew.
Oh, so we just go back through the teleporter
And then sail it from there.
and sail it from there.
That'll work.
Or
We could just take the teleporter straight into.
can you?
No, we haven't got.
We
How,
haven't-
will you do that?
We haven't linked it up.
There's no other. We'd have to get our. We could check with Starflower to see if she's made any progress in mapping the system.
Yeah,
We sent her to
That's
do
a
that.
good point.
And if
Yeah.
she's
I'll
managed-
check. Hold on, boys. He walked back to the door.
I have a feeling she won't have made much. progress.
to know about the gates. No, not Bill.
Gravel. She's eating
Bill?
gravel.
Yeah.
Yes. No, have you got... Where did you want... You want the gate in Gallia, yes?
Just
Yes.
wondered if
Any gate.
you've got it connected to Gallia. Well, I know it's a stupid question, but I thought I'd ask just in case. God, she's very sassy today.
It's all the gravel deficiency.
Mm.
yeah,
I thought you said we weren't supposed to eat the gravel.
we didn't say we wouldn't have
well,
that
that's
effect.
why.
gravel.
Right, okay.
That's why.
No, she has not connected the gate to Gallia as yet.
Where's
Oh,
the
what
shop?
has she
So we will
been
have to go
doing?
via ship. Look, I feel like I might need Jeff. From your recollection of what recently we were doing,
He's so good at remembering what
yeah,
we've been
just
doing,
so
isn't he?
good at it.
It's almost like he's got a full, sort of folder, if you will, full of
in his mind
individual
palace.
documents, hour by hour, of what you get up to.
No pockets, but a memory like a steel trap. Can't remember his trousers, but he knew where we were 3 years ago.
Yeah, what,
Incredible.
we got given loads of gates.
We got
We-
given, yeah.
We told Starflower and a team of research.
5 researchers.
5 researchers we sent through to Pyri,
Mhm.
kind of locate.
Mhm.
So they're currently in the process of locating all the gates.
They're working with Pyri to basically, because Pyri's gate can move.
Oh, yeah, the
different
height
heights.
thing. The different...
Yeah.
So they're trying to track the other ones that Pyri has said are still active,
Yep.
active but not functioning at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then working with the discrepancy difference. So that's why I wondered if she might have moved Pyri's to find another one and just
Yeah,
not.
maybe.
So she might have found other gates, what we found, but just not the Gallian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
So at the moment they're just tracking the network
Starflower.
to see what we have access to.
She's not in the room.
She's downstairs.
You're gonna have to shout.
Timbers.
You have to go to the door and shout.
Starflower. I walk over to the
Same
door and say it in
volume.
the exact same volume. Starflower.
Yes.
I got no arms or legs.
Did any of your researchers find any more active gates?
1 or 2.
Okay, did they go through them?
No.
Right.
They're all pretty scared.
Oh, let's do that.
Where
Shall
did
we
we
go?
go
We've got-
to?
Oh, I need to
They
go
don't know, they didn't go
sister.
through them.
Yeah.
We've just said this literal question. Are you Milo or Malthus right now? Hang on. Just prodding him. Which one are you? Have you been to sleep? Did you have a nap when we weren't looking?
Did you close your eyes for too long?
I'm glad you said that, Jim.
What's your name?
Milo.
Okay.
That's a full poll question, that is.
That was a proper question. I swear. I just had that question.
Okay.
Do you know where they go? No. Have you been through it? No. But where did they go? I don't know.
Thank you, Starflower. Love you.
welcome.
Don't eat the gravel.
Should we check those
Yes.
out?
She's eating the gravel. She's eating the gravel.
We should probably check those two out, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should see those. But we can go through and then get back.
That's what I mean. Is if it's a portal and it's working, we can go through and then literally step back through. It's just interesting to know.
But you have to trade.
Yes, we do have to do the trading, but
Oh yeah, what was the trading thing again?
It'd be basically
You give up something.
you give up
Something spiritual.
it
It wasn't just like 20 gold, wasn't it? It was
It's like a
part of it.
memory or
Yep.
an inspirational moment that you've had. or
Yep.
Will it take
something
blue whales?
Maybe.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
You don't know. You could try.
But they didn't want money.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, we
but
could go and do that.
blue whales aren't money.
So I'm just thinking from a time.
Sorry,
you
if you're a
chop 'em
blue
up.
whale and you're disgusted by
if
that
it's time
comment,
that you're concerned about, then in
right
theory,
in, I guess.
you can just go through, and then timing wise, you would be able to just come straight back.
Yeah.
But equally, if we're going through a portal, we might find that we're much closer anyway.
Yeah. That's true.
Without a ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but we can acquire ships relatively.
Yeah, we
easy,
can actually
I
acquire
reckon
a ship.
if we could. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I reckon we could.
Can
probably,
you?
We could probably acquire a
Has he
ship.
got a
Depends
ship
where we come
merchant
out.
I don't know about?
Depends where we come out, right?
Yeah.
Where's this?
Shall we pop through the portals?
If not, we'll
see
just
what
go
they're
back
doing?
for dragon.
Where's
for a
this?
bit.
Where's this ship merchant he's got?
Just do that anyway.
He's just going to buy
Jump on
one.
the
He's
back
got
of
a
the
ship,
dragon.
right.
True, actually. Would the dragon be able to fly faster than the fast one sails? No.
The fast one's very fast.
Yeah.
The fast one's very fast.
Even
so
a
we need it.
sea.
That's why they call it the fast one.
No, I mean,
Right.
it stands up.
All right, I've said my piece. What do you guys want to do?
I personally think that if the researchers are concerned about going through there, we sort of they were selected because they were supposed to be the ones that are going to go and trial it out. But if
Yeah.
they found,
Fodder, I believe.
yeah, if they,
Fodder.
if they found a couple that are working,
Keth, would you like a brandy?
we need to know where
Ooh.
they go because
Yes, yes, I would.
A lot of discussion going on here.
There is. You know,
Should
I
we just
will.
go?
Would you like one as
We
well?
just go.
Oh, yes, I will have one. Thank you very much.
I'll try.
I don't know what you
You've got-
trade though.
Of course, there's a globe in the corner.
Oh, it's
Inspired.
Careful, wanderer.
cheers, Keth.
Have you got two?
Open it up.
You got no inspiration at the moment.
Oh, it's
I've got
bottom
no
lit as well. It looks
Oh, yes, it's
amazing.
fantastic, right?
I have. I'm feeling pretty.
There's like, how much is this?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the brandy
Well, then
globe.
why don't you pop through?
There's a
Jeff?
whiskey globe, a vodka globe,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
2 glasses.
I'm going to be on my own the other side, not knowing how to get back.
Yeah, let me come.
Timbers
Oh, thank you very much.
to
Yeah. Either
Okay.
way, we should go. Timbers, I think we should go to Starflower.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Cheers, Keth. Ching.
What?
bottoms up.
We're going to go to see Starflowers and see if we can find out where these two portals go.
It's a good age. Yes.
We all
Excellent,
agreed that
yeah.
Keth is going to go through the door first.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of it, so
Right.
you know he always does it. So
Yeah.
thank you, mate.
Okay.
Appreciate.
We hadn't really had a discussion here. You just talked logistics of doors.
Okay.
Oh, no,
yeah,
we-
No, but it's fine.
Timbers,
I-
what do you want from us?
My understanding was you wanted to go to Gallia.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we do, but we'd need to go through the portal to get to Pyri to get the fast one anyway.
So you know that where the ship is that will get you to Gallia. Your current plan is to go somewhere where there may not be a ship, you may not be able to get back, and you don't know where you're going.
Well, the current plan, the overarching big
Just
grand
to
plan-
clarify.
and let me clarify further too, is that the grand plan is the fact that we want to try and make sure all of these portals are really good opportunity for us to take over the entire
Right,
Gallian
right,
Empire and
yes.
work. But apparently, the research team that you've assigned is not doing their fucking job.
Oh, they're
And so-
researching, but
Yeah,
they've not
exactly.
moved into the practical UAT phase.
which is kind of really key. So if you find one that's working, we were thinking maybe check it out. If they're not going to do it, we're going to have to pick up the slack. That's what we're saying.
okay.
If you're happy to make it a bit firmer and go through that door, man up, grow some stones, whatever you want to say to them to get them to do their job,
Not gravel.
eat gravel, I'll make you eat gravel,
Okay.
then that's fine. We'll go off to Gallia separately and go and do our thing.
Well, that
But
might be a smarter option.
I'm happy to do that.
Well, as long as you can
the portals get
get
explored.
somebody-
as you
to explore,
describe them as fodder,
Yes.
I never said that.
I
No, it was exclusively Derek.
I never said
that.
roll deception.
Exclusively Derek said that.
28.
Oh, nat 20.
Damn. 12 plus 16.
Damn. I'm glowing and everything. I love my new glowing dice.
Glaring.
Okay, fine. I may have said fodder, but what I actually meant was meat shield.
I'm not sure that's better. But either
No,
way,
but it's what I meant.
very good. Well, look. I think that your talents are better spent achieving greatness than testing untested doors. I know, Keth, you have a thing for doors. You have a certain affinity, if you will, for opening portals to other places.
Oh, I do.
Be them mundane or arcane.
I might keep that for ashtrays.
Please do.
Mundane or uncane. That brandy was really good.
Very good brandy.
Mundane or arcane. Opening doors is my game.
Oh, very good. I think you should
Not
workshop
bad.
it.
Yeah.
Now,
Good as a first draft.
I can encourage the team to
Smash your back doors in.
move up the UAT phase of their research from the theoretical side of connections and move into practical testing. That way we might know a little more.
Yeah. Shove them through the portal.
And you have, of course, we can find a way to communicate. We have the postal service. Our postmaster will find you with further information.
Oh,
Yeah.
And if we happen to be able to unlock the Gallian door, then perhaps we will perhaps be able to communicate over the stones of fast speech.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Good.
That would
And
be
then,
nice.
of course, you will know they are active.
Even if you don't find the Gallian door, if you could send us a missive which tells us where the doors that that you've gone through actually do come out, that would be really helpful, just to keep us updated of what
I
our
will do my
options
best.
are. Yeah. Even if it's like, I don't know, somewhere crazy like Frontierland off the top of my head.
Oh,
would love to go there again.
would you
Or
now?
just even see it.
Yeah. We never went there.
It's
so-
a tourist trap, I understand.
Yeah, but we've got
Trap
some
shit.
friends.
We've got the
nearby.
gold.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's face it.
Now, in that spirit of cooperation and communication, I believe it is time for you to go back to the big city.
Before we do,
Oh, goodness.
do you have any more information on the last piece of eight?
No.
Okay, thought I'd ask.
Any more research into what that mask does?
No.
Okay, that's all right.
To be honest with you, you've got it, so I haven't been able to do a great deal with it.
That's fair.
But as long as it is safe and secure, I'm comfortable it is not going anywhere.
Definitely safe and secure.
Would I know of us? I mean, it wouldn't be modern knowledge, but would I know, or would any of us know, is there like a central library in Nassau?
No, there is
Okay.
not.
Right.
No,
Not
I
in
mean,
not in
Toscobble
Nassau.
map.
I mean, in Gallia.
Oh,
Is there a
Gallia,
central library?
there's a library for sure.
Okay. Would we collectively know the location?
You
of
would
that?
definitely know where it is.
Okay.
Keth, probably not.
Keth doesn't read.
Jeff, probably not. Milo, probably.
Do you think that big old central library in Gallia, the one on Library Street,
In the library quarter.
in the library quarter, do you think that might have any more
Wall-to-wall
information?
libraries.
Could do.
The library.
Could do, right?
A,
Anything
the
we can do
library
to
of
help,
B.
to help to rival libraries,
Libraries.
rival libraries
They're all.
across the street. from
They've got
each
all the same books, but they're just organised in different systems.
My name's
This one's
Dewey.
alphabetical.
My
This
name's
one's doing.
Dewey. I own this shop.
Dewey's Memorial Library.
This one's organised by colour.
Oh, what a
This one's
horrible
organised
system.
by size.
The colour one. That's like that photo when we did the photo shoot
Yeah.
in the room.
Really
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah,
What? Got 4 of the same book.
that's the. It's not.
This
gonna
one's
be in
organised
that
by
library.
publication date.
Oh. God, that's like nightmare stuff.
Just shuffle everything along. That's all.
Oh yeah, I suppose if they're all on the same shelf.
Just one long building to the giant
Yeah,
shelf.
just one shelf.
What's your thinking about libraries?
I'm just thinking if there's anywhere that there has been magical study and knowledge or study of, mythology and ancient artifacts and stuff like that, that could give us more information than Timbers or Starflower might have.
I mean, the only other thing that we could potentially do is Keth.
Don't look at me.
Well, it was clearly you. It came from your direction, and you have that face.
Why
The
are
only
you
thought-
smiling so much then?
The
Because
only
I haven't finished.
Right, hold pegs out, everybody.
yeah, pegs out.
Oh, okay.
That was wet, Keth.
Oh. So the
Are
only
they
thought.
supposed to have lumps?
You're turning this gravel into mud.
Oh dear.
Oh, gods. Oh, gods. We could speak to the gods. They might know more than Starflower or anyone else.
They've not
See, I knew I'd
been
help out.
very
I knew I'd get you thinking.
cooperative.
You're clearly fogging my brain at the moment, to be honest, Keth.
They've not been very
Stop
cooperative.
weeping.
Well, I've not really
Mark-
spoken to Umberly.
Okay, give it a go.
She's been
Sure,
pretty
but
decent.
should we do it on the journey back?
Yeah,
to
because
Gallia?
we're standing
Since we're
around.
going
Let's
there.
get out of here.
I can chat to gods on the ship.
Anyway,
Yeah. I may be even better at sea because you're in her domain.
Yeah.
lovely. I'm going to have another brandy.
Okay.
Open a window.
Busy day
I'm going
for
to
you
open
then,
a
is it,
window and not
Timbers?
light this cigar for, let's say, 10 minutes.
Got a lot on, have you then, Timbers?
Oh, yes.
Very busy.
Yes. It's
With the overthrow of the Empire.
Full day of audio jungle party. to go to.
Yes, I've got announcements to make about parties and such the like. It's a marvelous time. Anyway, I do actually have paperwork to get to because we've got, what's the word? An entire invasion to get to, boys.
Yeah, and lots of prisoners that you need to process on this island as well. Don't forget about them and their well-being, Timbers.
Will you crack on now, please?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I don't like it when he gets quiet. I
Yeah,
get quite
no.
scared.
Yeah.
Okay, Timbers, see you later.
Right.
Fuck off, Captain.
Remember-
Bye.
Fuck off, Captain.
Don't fuck it up.
We won't. We'll try not to.
Right, fuck off.
Sorry. Don't eat the gravel.
You step out of his office.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
And then very quietly over. And you can make a perception check to hear.
Okay, yeah.
Very quietly. I'll do like a stealth check. I'll say, it's Kate's gum.
Yeah, he doesn't hear that. Not with that roll.
I tried to warn him.
Yeah. Sometimes I keep talking after I left the room. Right, we need a boat.
Yeah, fast one.
We know where it is.
To the port.
Back to the academy then. Not yeah. No, not the academy.
dojo.
The dojo.
Dojo.
The dojo.
Yeah.
The dojo.
Portal.
To the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Is Starflower in there, or is she still at the mansion?
Oh, she's still at the mansion. You've got the researchers there. You can see them doing
Nothing.
things with books.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Wandering around like anonymous henchmen.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
Moving this to over there and
just
that
looking
back
at a
again.
clipboard, twiddling a dial
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. No name tags.
One of them's actually playing a game, hoping we wouldn't notice.
Pushing a trolley of things.
Yeah. And then push it
Get out
back
of the
again.
way. Get out of the way. Right,
One
which
of them
do we
walks over to the other one, shows them a thing on a clipboard. That one nods, and then they walk off in separate directions.
No. I don't know what we pay them for. Come on then. let's
They're
do
wearing
this.
shiny silver suits.
Yeah. Yeah. Ridiculous henchmen out. Who's going first?
You.
Oh.
All right, then.
Your
Well, you'll
turn.
be treading in my stick.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair. All right, Keth, you're up first.
And you just walk through a big.
I believe you have to turn the portal on.
You
Ball
say.
on.
It turns on.
That one.
Thank you, Milo. And then, is it like a big? Describe it to me again.
It's.
I mean, I know. Sorry,
it's-
I know.
Describe
It's
it to the
because
listener.
I can describe it to you, or I can just say, Stargate.
Yeah.
That.
Oh, there we go.
But legally distinct.
But definitely not Stargate.
Definitely not Stargate.
But when you picture Stargate,
Yeah, it's a moon fence.
it's yeah.
Moon's fence.
That sounds like someone's. Who's fencing the moon?
You'd have to have a very long sword. On guard!
Come on,
You coward.
You knave!
Knave is a good one. Right. And then Keth will go. I mean, maybe this time I won't be. And then steps through the portal. No, I was.
What are you trading, Kev?
Yeah, what are you trading?
Yeah,
no discount this time.
there isn't a discount. is there?
No.
So, like, what is it?
Comes
again
out missing a leg.
we have to trade.
9 inches shorter.
But I don't feel it. Oh no.
You wouldn't notice until other people started coming through the portal. That was the thing.
When Milo comes out highlights,
Hold on a minute.
Or it's when he goes, I'm the same height. And then he pats his crotch like, oh no.
No.
Not that was 9 inches shorter.
What
It's
are-
gone in.
What are you giving up? What's the trade here?
Remind me again, what are the things that we can trade?
You don't know.
non-material
Yeah.
things.
It's not like gold or stuff.
Anything but money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
But yeah, basically nothing that's physical.
If you can sell it, you can't trade that.
Okay.
Yeah. A thought, a piece of advice, a moment of history,
Inspiration,
part of
a
your
skill,
character.
your health,
some health,
some skills,
some height, some weight,
Wisdom, dexterity.
your crippling anxiety.
the ability to swim.
In fairness, Derek did manage to get rid of a depressive.
He did, yeah.
I did, yeah.
He
And
felt
I feel
lighter.
great.
You can forget things, but I expect you to forget them.
Forget what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what do I give up?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
You tell me.
I know. I'm picking
Okay, then.
my nose. Talk amongst yourselves.
As
Over on the other
Keth,
side.
Keth steps through and he's obviously vomiting and they're deciding what they're going to take from him. Jeff just follows through. Oh, that's grim every time. He just thinks of the inspired dream he had last night.
That'll do.
That'll do. Nice.
It landed in the pile with all the rest of them.
That's very good to drop off.
Okay, I will step through
Okay.
and I will say, God, I remember when I was a teenager and I thought whips were really cool and I used a whip a bunch of times, but I don't really use whips anymore, so whatever.
You
Give up my proficiency.
Yeah, you do not have proficiency with
in whips.
Yeah, you do not have proficiency in whips anymore.
Love that. That's so good.
You've got it. No longer.
You're finding the appendix of your character, essentially. What can you be removed?
Yeah.
It's not really gonna change stuff.
What have you not used?
Yeah.
It's fine. You can give that shit up.
You're Mrs. Hinton.
The trouble is,
in your
the
life.
more you use it, the more important the stuff will be.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Unless you're Jeff, and then you just get inspiration like twice.
I just need to go for a nap each way.
Yeah, oh shit, no, because you only get one per day.
Speaking
You
of which-
sack them. Yeah.
How much damage do you think an exploding bottle will do?
Oh yeah.
It was empty.
It's empty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was it empty? What did you?
Yeah.
Oh no, because you put the other one in the wizard's sleeve.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
yeah.
You wanted to have some fun then.
I did, yeah. I wanted to explode a bottle in your pants.
Yeah.
But you also told me to make sure we not got it the next day, so we made sure we hadn't
Yeah.
got it the next day. Sorry. You covered yourself too
Damn
well.
it! I was too kind.
Yes.
I should have asked you to make him forget.
Yes. Next time.
Next time, don't remind him of anything.
Yeah, never. Ever again.
Ha! He'll forget, I know he will.
So Jeff and I are through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, what's taking them other guys so long? I thought they're sick here. And where's Keth?
He's over there.
Mm.
Also, where's Milo?
I've just come through.
Okay, what are you giving up?
And I'm going to give up the last memory I have of my parents as they sailed away.
God damn.
Oh.
Because it was sad. It was a sad memory.
Yeah, I know,
because
but-
I never saw them again.
God damn.
Now, as far as mine
So now you don't know where your parents
your
are.
parents are just gone.
They just cease to exist.
One day they were there, next
Next
day.
day, gone.
I have no idea where
What
they're
the,
going.
what the hell happened to them?
I don't know.
God, that's really...
That's terrifying.
That's really weird.
I forgot that memory.
Yeah, okay, but, you know, that
Does he get change?
get changed.
Yeah, that's quite a big
that's
one.
quite a big memory for a journey.
No,
like Fair.
that's his problem.
But currently in your head, one day you have parents.
The next day, you don't.
yeah.
But
Didn't die,
that
didn't
was what
leave.
happened anyway.
Oh, right.
If you
No,
think about
they
it.
left.
Yeah, you saw there was closure.
You saw them
No,
leave.
they left.
Yes. Now,
But
they
they
just
never came
ceased to
back.
exist.
They left and never came back.
Yeah, but you have a reason why they left.
What?
You have
Yeah.
a reason why they're no longer around.
Now they just
They
around.
stopped existing.
Yeah.
One day, no more.
So you don't know whether they left, they died. No,
That's fine.
Just
Just say.
gone anyway.
fair enough.
Okay. Wow. Cold.
It's bold.
That's a bold choice. Yeah, I think it's a bold choice.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Hi, it's me, in a different room with some different clothes on. I'm just popping in to say that if you missed our first ever live show at London's Bush Hall, you can catch it exclusively on our Patreon as a digital drop for exactly the same price as the original ticket. It's a 2-hour comedy extravaganza, absolutely packed to the rafters with jokes, and features a special one-shot with all of us in ridiculous costumes. We put a ton of work into recording and editing it, so if you feel like supporting the show and you want to give it a watch, go to our Patreon using the link on screen or in the description below. And now, back to the episode.
Keth.
It's good to know that
I
you don't
can't
get
think
changed.
of any of the
That's good.
memories. I'll give it for next time. I'll give them my proficiency in persuasion. So
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't try and persuade anybody very often. It's just a little bit.
No, that's fine.
Just a proficiency in persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Mark that off your sheet.
Jesus, both of you are making
That was
big
bold.
plays.
But I don't know what else to go for.
You give up inspiration. You give up proficiency with a weapon he never uses.
But I don't know how to even mark that off. Or even...
Yeah, not easily.
No.
Funnily enough, the D&D sheet is not designed for you to just arbitrarily delete things from it.
I just added a tool that now says no whip proficiency.
There you
because
go.
I couldn't remove a
Yeah.
with a weapon.
I should really consider that before I come up with these mechanics, but I think it's more fun.
It's more fun.
Plus, you know they'll update it.
Yeah, eventually, they'll be like, and you can also just remove them as you go.
Yeah. Why not?
And I haven't got a list yet of things prepared.
5 more years, that'll
on the
happen.
fly. It was like, fuck.
D&D 2030 edition will have the ability to remove proficiencies
Just
and
in
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
I'd never try and persuade anybody of anything.
that's fine.
Fair enough.
That's still bold.
Fair enough.
So you're all through the other side,
Mm.
and you find yourselves, on Pyri's Island, I guess. Just
Hello, Pyri.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Very good.
How are your new friends?
Friends are interesting.
Have you spoken to them yet? They've probably asked you a bunch of questions, right?
Yes.
Was that
Yeah.
just through the like printer thing?
Yes.
Yeah, they've not come through yet, have they?
No.
No. No one's come
Right.
through, just to clarify. Even Starflower has ventured through.
No.
So we're the last people you saw.
Yes.
What are they doing? This seems like quite a key piece of equipment.
I know, right?
Honestly.
That's a bit ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Pyri. We respect you.
Yeah.
We think you're
Oh.
very, very powerful and very useful and really helping us a lot.
Can
So
you
thank
can you send a message that just says, Derek Normalbeard says, "Come through, or you're barred from the wizard's sleeve."
Yes.
Just print that out to the
Come
dojo.
through or bar wizard sleeve.
That's not what he said.
Close enough.
Okay.
What about there's some really cool, like a kitten made of gold on the other side. Come
But
through.
there isn't.
It's called a lie, Pyri.
Oh. Is that okay? Is that normal for you?
I mean, for Derek,
Yeah.
yes.
Lies are okay when they serve your agenda.
I don't know about that, Pyri.
No.
We don't give the supercomputer ideas.
No, let's move away from this, Pyri. Derek, sit down.
Hello.
Just a quick one. We're talking about godlike powers and all that.
Yes.
Do you know the names of any pieces of 8 gods?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you know all 8 names of the gods of the pieces of 8?
Information missing.
Tell us the ones you know.
Trying to, yeah.
So
That.
he recites all the names of the gods you know.
There'll be no-
Please.
okay, the ones we've had. Okay, cool.
What about mask?
Mask.
Just mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
What are they all again?
El Sensei, Mask,
Mask.
Umberly,
Hermes,
Navita.
Navita.
Say herpes.
Hermes.
Hermes.
What's yours?
I don't know.
The one that gave me the gold axe.
That eye roll was amazing.
I was told.
Pretty on brand for Keth, to be fair.
I was
There you
always
go.
told that you should be honest and you're rewarded for honesty. If I'd have gone Henry, you wouldn't have believed me.
Well, you were close with Abathor.
See? If you say Henry quickly, it sounds like Abathor.
Yeah, of course
so
it does.
we had Umberly, Hermes, Navita, Abathor, Kronos.
Okay, so
El
nothing
He said
Sensei,
to
herpes
Mask.
again.
Damn it, no new information.
Yeah, Pyri, just be aware that when they come through, they're going to just bombard you with stuff. They'll probably want to scan you and measure you, and it might get a little bit intrusive. So, sorry about
They'll wear
that.
gloves, don't worry.
Good.
Just relax.
Do you know with these? I'm sorry to keep going about these pieces of 8, but they're really key in our lives.
Yeah.
God.
If you were to, do you know if you combined all? I know you don't know about the 8, but if you were to combine all pieces of 8, do they do anything?
Mm.
Information missing.
Right.
What's your favourite piece of 8?
The one that was here, probably.
Yes.
No, you just get. You're putting words in his mouth.
Pyri, could you print out a picture of the pieces of 8 you are aware of?
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Will you?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That's very aware of. Do you know them? Do. Okay, what are they? Can you do this? Yes,
Yes, I
I can.
Yeah. Ah, nice. Is it just those?
Yep.
They're just all the ones we've already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Sweet.
slightly less grayed out because
Really nice.
Pyri has more internet than I do.
Okay. So we don't know what the last one is. Anything else? Pyri,
What have we got?
Yes.
do any of us? We don't have a map on us still, do we?
I don't.
Map for what?
I was just going to say, like, if you know any of any centres of sort of Delvin,
Like historical
power,
significance or something.
historical
from the olden
significance, yeah, and then we line that up with a modern day map if we could
that's
see
a good
where,
Good shout.
you know.
We gave our map to Starflower
You did.
and then told her to give her all the other maps. Take
We could just round it
Yeah.
off.
and to
And
do
she
that.
didn't come
And
through.
None of them have done it.
Is it worth getting a printout of this map for later anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pyri,
Yes.
could you be able to provide us, if it's in your knowledge base, of a map of all of the ancient Delvin sort of like centres of power, like towns and cities and that kind of thing, or any sites of historical significance within that civilization?
Were the 8 Delvin wonders of the world? Worth a shot.
What are you asking it here?
Basically, I want a map of Delvin civilization as
Right.
it existed
Okay.
From their time.
from their
Okay.
time.
The most recent cartography that they've got for that.
Okay.
Yes, yeah,
It does. It prints out a map of that.
brilliant. Okay.
Is there anything when we're looking at that map? Does it? Can we see like, oh, that's clearly that looks like the body that we know as Gallia, or that's the body that was
Yeah, the
Lericons. There's
the-
Lericons, for example.
Are the
Because
land
Lericons
masses the
was
same
supposed-
shape?
No.
That's
Question.
Is there a mountains of Lericons?
No.
Because that was a fucking dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Question. Can you print the same map out on the other side into the dojo, please?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
idea.
cool. So they've
Thank
got a copy
you.
too.
And with an instruction to overlay them with a modern map and see what appears.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
So layouts
Good,
are
yeah.
totally different. Well, there's eons apart.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you've got like there was a Delvin city here, and this is the modern map, and that Delvin city lines up with exactly where we found the lantern,
Yeah.
you'd get kind of like an
Is there
idea
anything
of where the others
on?
might be.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we wouldn't know because we haven't got the other map. Have we?
Fine.
Do you have anything in
That's
your
all we can
data
do.
banks about the name Riley?
Oh,
Would Riley have a different name? Be known by something else?
as in Riley's trinket.
As in the Riley from Riley's Trinket? Because I've just got a bit of a theory around this, who Riley might be.
I forgot it, Riley.
It was Umberly, when she gave me my trinket, my item, she said, you found young Riley's trinket. When I
Young
found me.
Riley's trinket.
So, in theory, when the gods were there, someone young for the gods,
Which could have been any
which
age.
could have been any age, but it could equally have been someone who, I don't know, has lived for many millennia, and has got lots of skills to trade, and was around and known as the leader amongst men, and might
has
have
a big collection.
has
of
a big
stuff.
collection of things, and might have, say, found a bunch of trinkets and was the original collector, and now has lots and lots of other things like masks that they gave to us. So I'm just wondering if there's any knowledge that Pyri has on Riley, or any other representations of gods, because young Riley's trinket, there may be the other gods had other. I'm currently
Yeah, because maybe Riley was a champion
yeah,
of that.
that's
like
what
you
I
are.
mean. I'm a champion of the different things. You're champions of things. So
Yeah.
maybe Riley was an original champion, and the other items might also have original champions. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
go down that route and try and find more about the items.
Pyri, do you have any record of these pieces of 8 that you're aware of, these artifacts, being given to mortal beings?
Oh, like a previous Avengers team.
Or of them being used before, wasn't it? Yeah.
No.
Right, okay.
So was that?
So they've
Was
had
that
no
noted
other
and not been-
keepers apart from us then? Or at least he's had no record of the...
No records found.
Have we overlooked any of our gods?
Just spin back. Was there any info on Riley?
One record found.
Ooh.
Pyri, can you do your? You were talking to Hal. Pyri,
God, yeah.
play or give audio on. I don't know. How do we do this?
Pyri, access record for Riley found within database. Expand.
Riley Reefheart.
Oh, nice.
So happy
Okay.
there's more information. I'm so happy there's
Riley
more
Reef.
info. Yes, I've been waiting. What is the fucking question to ask this fucking computer? Sorry.
Riley Reefheart.
Riley Reefheart.
Species, Delvin. Family name, Lothlorn. Of House Lothlorn. Family residence, Keth in Lothlorn.
Okay. Pyri, estimated lifespan for a Delvin?
Further information required.
Okay.
Of course, because if they're giving stuff up all the time.
Yeah. Right, and gaining stuff and trading stuff to each other.
Further information. What further
about-
information?
What about the estimated location of Keth in Lothlorn?
There you go. You've asked it.
Any current estimated location of Keth in Lothlorn, whatever it was?
Because we did provide Pyri with the modern map.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can cross-reference it already. All right. Yeah.
Partial location found.
Partial. Love it.
Pyri, can you provide me with a copy of the map that I gave you previously with this partial location displayed on said modern day quote-unquote map?
Yes.
Please do so.
He does.
Does it come with the same grid references that Derek had written on?
Yeah. 42069, just
Yeah,
random,
yeah.
like numbers.
Like, because that's the copy that Pyri would have seen.
Yeah.
Where on?
Where on the map?
So you're looking at a modern map.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where there's partial
And this
location.
poster
Yeah.
has been printed on it.
Yeah.
A partial location is located on an area of the map along the Sword Coast,
Right.
near to a vast wooded area and mountains, marked on the map as the city of Gallia.
Oh, shit. Okay.
On a modern map.
No, on the map that we had.
Yeah. So next to Gallia, the
Yeah.
city of Gallia, there's a sword coast because the whole thing's coast.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
The coastline, that coast on that continent is known as the
It's
Sword
also
Coast.
the Sword Coast, yeah.
So somewhere along there, there's a wooded area, and then next to there is where supposedly part of it's buried. Is that correct? Or so where part of
This
Catherine lost?
So
And
I'm getting
Ju-
slightly confused based on what Chips just said. Can you just say what you just said to me again, please?
The area of the map
Yep.
where there's partial matches
Cool.
is on an area of the Sword Coast
Yep.
near a vast wood
Okay.
in an area known as
The city of
the
Gallia.
city of Gallia.
Okay, is the wood within the city of Gallia?
It's towards the outskirts.
Okay.
Pyri,
is it?
Yes.
define partial match.
Unable to find full match for location.
Okay.
Probably means it's ruins.
Okay.
Or has it been
That's fine.
split into?
Yeah. Estimated passage of years between birth of Riley Reefheart and this current moment.
Eons.
Wow.
Okay. Estimated passage of years between death of Riley Reefheart and this current moment.
More information required.
Yeah, at the moment when we originally asked Pyri about them, they said there was one record file found.
Yeah.
So to get more specific, it's all the information are just about Riley Reefheart generically. That's we've been given.
Oh, is it, that's everything that was in the
Well,
report?
that was
Okay.
all the report.
Alright.
So I would think to get that, we have to then ask the next
Okay.
specific question of
Right, I've got one.
how we determine age because of this trading.
Yeah.
Are there any more records on the people that might be in the Reefheart family or the House of
Off
Loth?
one.
Lothlorn. Yeah, oh yeah. Any more
Lothlorn.
family
Yeah, that's a good
members?
one.
Any living relatives in the family of Loth?
Living relatives we meant.
Are you asking specifically if they're a living relative? Like, what are you asking?
I'm going to ask if there's any further info. Firstly, if
Yeah.
there's any further information about any of his other family members.
Yeah.
And then
Let's see what that says.
Yeah, because I asked
Let's
about
see what that
Riley.
says,
now
because
we've got
there's
Reefheart. Yeah, ask that. That's a good shout.
No, you ask it.
That's Paul.
Yeah.
Paul's asking. Yeah.
Ask it.
So the family of
Ooh.
Reefheart is what you're looking
yeah,
for.
or House of
Lothlorn.
Loth.
Any other relative? Any other?
Basically, does he have any other relatives? Are there any records of any of his other relatives in the house or his family name? and then I'll go on to further questions.
No records found.
Wow, but his face
Interesting.
did a change thing. There's something close there.
Other. Pyri,
Yes.
do you have access to an image of Riley Reefheart?
No.
Okay. Pyri, do you have access to an image of a Delvin?
Yeah, there must have been art. There's no way they didn't draw themselves. Civilization.
I want to know what Delvin looks like.
Good shout.
Because if it's like it prints it out, the reason I was asking that is if it prints it out, it's like, oh yeah, that looks exactly like Reach.
Yeah.
You're like, oh okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Oh, when did Starflower get a makeover? Okay.
Yeah, that's Timbers. Jeff.
Humphrey?
Turns out it was Humphrey the whole time. Oh.
I thought it might be something like that.
Cool.
Yes.
So it's Elvin with a D.
And a printout arrives of a humanoid-looking figure with elvish-style ears, long hair, and a sort of glowing light emanating from them.
In almost
Ethereal.
full silhouette.
Yeah.
Oh, that
All-
glowing light is emanating from them.
Yes.
Okay.
Like constantly. They always
Are
glowing.
there any records of any living Delvin currently?
No records found.
Right. Okay.
Do we know when the last one died?
Yeah, it was eons ago.
Eons ago.
And then there was an unknown period of time. And then to about 2,000 years ago, humanity started coming back. In
Yeah.
the sense of the elves came out, the dwarves came from the mountains, etc.
There was a
But
period
there
of
was
time.
an unknown period of time between when all the Delvin information stopped, because they all just seemed stopped overnight. And then unknown period of time, people started.
Civilization.
Pyri, is that this
kicked off.
image, is that representative of your average Delvin? Do they, most of them glow?
Common Garden Delvin.
Yeah. Is glowing a trait common amongst the Delvin civilization?
Yes.
Okay.
That was standard image.
How do they sleep?
Between when the Delvin left, when all Delvin information just stopped.
Yeah.
Is that the same for your information on the Delvin as well? It just ends.
Yes.
So everything stopped.
Was
they
there-
were building something and then it just stopped?
Building something and then it stopped. I know that you
That
said
is
that there was
terrifying.
there was no like people and civilization, things like that. Were there any other creatures like dragons or large beasts that you happen to encounter that roams around, maybe settled into mountains or things like that? You know, massive
I see what you
beasts
mean.
that form the world that we know today.
Yeah.
Changed the world of the Delvin from that map to the modern map.
Over eons, many creatures have walked this plane. Some from others, some from here. Many are still here, others have passed on.
Pyri, you mentioned that the Delvin were building something
Yes.
before all information stopped.
Yes.
That thing that they were building, was it a device or was it a structure?
Was it a weapon?
File missing.
Okay. There was reference to it. Search your records for any reference to this construction effort and cross-reference them with the map I submitted to you. And please provide an approximate location of this construction project.
Oh, like the research center or like the office.
Information missing.
The office.
I expected it, but I just wanted to rule out.
Yeah.
Because if they can go, oh shit, yeah, up here in the center of Gallia, that's where they were building that crazy ass thing that killed everybody. You're like, okay, cool, we go there.
To the planning permission office.
Do you have consent for this extension? Can I see the engineering works, please?
This world-killing device isn't really in keeping.
I'm
with the
afraid you
local
do
area.
need to fit fire alarms between at least every 2 doors.
What else to ask?
I don't really have anything else to ask. I know. I've
Yeah.
got the locations off.
Yeah,
I've got a map of the Delvin civilization.
But on the old
effectively, on the old map. That now I've got a new map. I can just layer them over each other.
Yep.
Can you glean any information if you've got the most?
So what I'll do is I'll take the modern map and the I'll take the old Delvin map and I'll layer it over, because I presume it's like that. We said it was that printer paper.
Yeah.
So it's quite
With the tear off sides, yeah.
So,
Dot matrix
paper, yeah.
Jeff, can you
It takes bloody forever to print these things, by the way.
Cast light.
cast light?
But the noise is so sad.
I'm going to put the old Delvin map over the modern day map, and
I'm going to cast light on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
and then I'll hold it over.
It's like a laminator.
It's like a light box.
projector.
Yeah.
Like a laminator.
So
Like a
we'll,
laminate.
Stuck together.
we'll look
God damn
through
it.
the two maps.
Yep.
Are there any? Is it a study action or?
Yeah, you can study it.
Yeah. Can I study it? Is that,
Yeah, please.
What is that?
That
I thought you
is,
meant- we gonna study?
He's got a cheat sheet in front
that
of
would be for this role, probably an investigation.
Okay, my investigation is plus 13.
Okay.
Nice.
Plus 13, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, you study this. Oh, what are you trying to glean from it?
I'm trying to. I don't really. It seems like a bullshit thing to go. Does anything jump out at me? I'm specifically looking for: are there any modern cities and points of reference, civilizations that line up with Delvin civilization?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Is anything not
So,
moved?
for example, the first one that I would look at is what was it called? The Riley's place that is over Gallia.
Keth
in Lawthorpe.
So I'd look at that
Mhm.
on the Delvin map, and then the modern map that has the city of Gallia on it,
Uh-huh.
and presumably those would line up together.
No.
Do they not?
No.
This partial match is throwing me off slightly. Why is it partial?
How far? What's the distance between the two then?
And not very near each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
As in, like it's like on the other side of the world, or
Yeah, it's moved a very long way.
Yeah, so what does line up? Is there anything that
Not really
does
nothing.
nothing? There's no
Not
like
really.
obviously no population centers that, or like a religious site, nothing. So they
Nope.
two completely
Everything is
different
moved.
everything's.
Pyri, with the
Yes.
fact that this portal system is obviously a trading of internal sort of beings, things like that. So if that was their trading system, does that mean that, say, if I were to say trade with Derek, part of me would end up being part of Derek? So this is why there might be a partial match for this particular person, because if so much of them has been traded to now be other people's components to make up that person, it might be 50% them, but they've traded half of their stuff, but then they've gained other bits of people from doing
Interesting.
trades. So they might not be classed as a whole person or their whole essence.
Logic inconsistent.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. That's a good way of explaining that I'm wrong. Okay.
I
That
guess,
was,
yeah,
that
'cause
was my
you could just-
concept. That if
you'll
we're
see
Where you
trading
were going?
Yeah,
Because we gave
yeah.
Reacher our
life.
life.
Pyri,
Yes.
do you have access to trade records?
Yeah, we've done trade records. The last trade record was for a loaf of bread, wasn't it?
No. But do you have access to trade records predating that loaf of bread trade?
Yes.
Excellent. Do you have access to trade records made under the name Reacher?
File not found.
Do you have access to trade records under the name Riley?
Yes.
Could you provide us with a copy of those?
Thousands.
What sort of thing?
Get printing.
The last. What's the last? The most recent?
Yeah. What was
Eons ago.
Yeah, but what was it?
One transportation.
To
where?
Location not found.
interesting?
Where was he traveling
okay.
from?
Okay. Choose any other Delvin.
Where,
What was?
Yes.
where was he travelling from?
Okay, yeah. Answer that first. Where from? What was the
Must
name?
have been
of the,
going from
yeah,
somewhere
name
to
of the
somewhere.
location.
Kevin Loflorn.
Okay.
Going from home out somewhere.
Yes,
Out
but
somewhere.
that means there's a portal in Keth in Lawthorpe, which
Yeah.
is a portal in Gallia.
Yeah.
So now we know that there's definitely
There is a
one in
portal in Gallia.
100% it's Keth in Lawthorpe, or there definitely was.
Can you provide me with a height reference for that portal in Kevin Loflorn?
Or discrepancy, the height discrepancy.
Height
to this.
discrepancy. Yeah.
Researching.
Oh.
Researching.
That's not the important bit at the moment. I've got another
No,
follow-up.
Researching.
Oh, we've broken it. Error? You never have errors.
I'm not sure what to say.
Don't worry.
Never happened before.
Don't worry. It happens to every pyramid-shaped supercomputer.
Just
Every now and
This has
then.
never happened to me before.
Shall we try again in 15 minutes when you're feeling a bit better?
Do you want to? Would you like a drink?
Yes.
It's okay. We don't have to do it now.
I'd actually like a wee.
Okay. What was your thing? Yep.
I think it was more of a I think it was a follow-up to the...
It's difficult because it's a difficult question to answer.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the information that you need for the answer I need to give you.
The other... Yeah. Okay. So
In terms of which question, sorry?
I would imagine the Riley one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
or where he was going.
where it's coming from and to... Yeah.
I know where it was coming from.
So we know where it's coming from.
Yep.
Choose any other Delvin.
Yes.
Pyri. What was the last trade record? Where did they go?
Oh, the final.
I'm trying to work out if all Delvin suddenly went somewhere, because they all disappeared, and what if Riley's last journey was to unknown location?
It was a mass exodus.
and it was everyone just got...
If you're asking if they went to the same unknown place, they didn't.
Okay.
Oh, so they didn't all just like check
I was
out.
trying to
a
look
large
at
block
all
on
of them just
Friday
got in a
night.
portal and
Largely
disappeared.
inconsequential.
Right.
Okay.
Did they all, in terms of transport records,
Yes.
was there a lot of, before the disappearance of everybody, was there a point at which the transport system became incredibly busy, at which point everybody tried to, travel at the same time?
No.
Was there a rush?
No.
We know that there was an instability in their finances,
Yeah.
because that was one of the things you gleaned last time, that there was financial issues. So therefore,
Yes.
there
Their
was
economy was
the
terrible.
economy was turning. So something else caused an economy to turn. I'm trying to work out how people earn money, how people earned this back. That's the key thing I need to figure out, is how, because if this is the expense, this is the way of spending it, there's got to have been a way of gaining it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because if you give something every time you travel,
Yeah.
you're going to get something back at
They'd
some
be dead.
point.
They'd be
Otherwise,
killed instantly. So
Pyri,
people like Richard, who just took life from us,
Do you have-
that must exist.
do you have payment records for any profession?
income records?
Income records for any Delvin profession? Dealer's choice. Okay. Identify a payment record of a carpenter.
Yes.
Okay. Provide information to me as to the transaction paid to that carpenter for any piece of work you like.
6 months. 1 balustrade.
6 months.
Yes.
6 months of time.
Yes.
Is that life expectancy?
Yes.
Okay.
so just added 6 months to his life.
Yeah. Paid from whom?
Oh yeah.
Another
yeah,
Delvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and just start making
No,
up
no, no, no.
bullshit names if you want.
So it's like a barter system,
Yeah.
essentially.
So
One
was
new
there-
balustrade.
was
You give
there
us
ever
6
a-
months of your own life.
Like
if
a
you want
central
one.
bank. Like we have a Nat 20 for our gold and things like that over here. And the Delvin, I wondered if there was a central
Repository.
repository for this knowledge, for dreams, so that way if you had a surplus, you could store it somewhere that wasn't on your purpose, on your person, for example.
Oh yeah, like the random things that you give up that you don't want. You're not gonna. If you wanted a cupboard, you're not gonna go. I'd like someone else's terrible memories. They've got to go somewhere. Where do they go? Or unwanted
Were
skills.
stored in person. Taxes gathered were stored at the Delvin Central Repository.
Is that on the map? Do we know where that is?
Could you identify is that available to be identified on the map that you've given Dan?
On the old map,
Yeah, let's do that, because then he can line it up until there's a new one.
Nothing lines up with anything.
nothing lines up.
On the new and the old one, nothing lines up. Like Gallia, which is where we know that gate to be now,
Yeah.
from where Riley's from, the place identified was like way far
Yeah,
away.
it's nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
You haven't got
it's
it upside
nowhere
down.
near modern day.
Have I got it
Gallia.
upside down?
No, you.
Okay.
That's right.
It's nowhere near modern day. Gallia.
Yeah.
Correct.
There was a central system. Who ruled the Delvin?
Mr. Delvin.
Dr. Elvin.
The Delvin High Council. The 8.
The 8.
Come on! Here we go. Okay, name the
Yeah.
Delvin High Council.
There you go.
The names he gives you are reminiscent of names you've heard before.
Right.
They are not exactly, but very close to the names each of you have heard when you picked up one of those items.
Right.
And the other name that
we don't
that you don't remember is a name that you know extremely well.
Is it Nancy?
It's Riley Reefheart.
Yes! Okay. Wicked. So, Riley Reefheart is one of the Delvin Council. Is there another name on that list that is similar / recognisable to us as the antiquated form of Umberly?
Yes.
Right.
So Riley Reefheart. So the 7 gods we've heard so far.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's the names sound like the names of the gods that we've
Yeah,
heard,
yeah,
like
essentially, yeah.
Abathor,
Yeah.
Hermes, and then
Alan Bethor.
and then the
Just Alex Ford.
8th member of this council happened. So we've basically got a council of 7 gods and the person who had the trinket that gave me
So Riley had Umberly's trinket.
Riley had all the fucking trinkets. Let's face it.
Riley had all of them.
Riley must have had all of them as trinkets because and they must have been young to the gods because they referred. Umberly used the term young Riley. So to them, Riley Reefheart was quite young. So this must mean, were the gods mortal at one point then?
Pyri.
Sorry.
Do you have
Pyri?
Do you have a birth date for the other members of the Delvin Council?
Eons ago.
Do you have a death date?
Slightly less.
Needed.
Right.
Do you have a date for the last time they were referenced on the mortal plane?
Oh, wow.
Eons ago.
Slightly less eons ago than when they were alive.
Actually less.
Okay, so you have a birth date for them.
So they were. So in theory,
So
In
all
theory-
of the,
in theory,
all of the
they were
Delvin
born at one
8
point.
have somehow ascended to become gods.
Yeah.
And Riley has stuck around somewhere or vanished.
is
We're just trying to wind it back a little
is
bit
there a
so that
difference
we can-
between the date that Riley Reefheart, the last known record of eons ago of Riley Reefheart, is there a difference between the last known record of them and the other 7 of the council?
No.
Right. So they all went.
But Riley somehow stayed.
Who says Riley stayed? Why are we getting that Riley stayed?
Must have to put the trinkets about. Surely.
No, unless if they were all there together, then he was, Riley could have just been playing with trinkets and they were his little things that then he's given the gods to, basically he's given one to each of the other members of the council.
Or they've just been dispersed within the natural chaos and ended up somewhere.
Yes, but what's interesting is the fact that Umberly was the one who said, Umberly's obviously got power over this orb, yeah? So if you're Riley and you've got 7 trinkets, or 8 trinkets as it were, which doesn't make, unless Riley's still got the trinket, the 8th piece, which...
Possible.
Oh, this is where
I can see his brain.
Yeah.
He's just really
You're buffering.
Can I
Sorry.
can I present you with my worldview, my perspective on it? Is that Riley had these 8 trinkets. Let's just say that Riley had all 8.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking like
Or all
boy
7.
Riley or just a young
Just
lad?
Riley.
Young Riley. On the council.
Young Riley. Wow.
The youth
Wicked,
on the
wicked.
council.
Yes.
Why are we assuming Riley's a boy, by the way?
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just young Riley.
All you've heard is young Riley.
Young
yeah.
Riley. So
Okay, youth
presuming
Riley.
that
Still.
that young Riley had all of these 8 trinkets, right? Civilization is ending, right? And people are transporting through gates to God's knows where, right?
Literally.
Yeah. to whoever knows, civilization's ending. Yeah. Those trinkets get lost because the civilization ends. And then get scattered around because cities have moved and stuff like that. So that doesn't necessarily, to me, say that Riley is actually still alive.
No, fair, but what I'm trying to work out is that if we know the final location of the other 7, because they went to the gods, Riley hasn't been heard about, so they might be a god up there.
Oh.
But then, I suppose, Umberly could have been on about young Riley's trinkets and talking about like Mask or any of the other gods, just like they were their mate. Oh, you found young Riley's trinket. But it's interesting that none of the other gods have gone, oh, you found young Riley's other trinkets.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Yeah.
because they all were very specific that it was theirs, wasn't it? They were like, "This is my item, and I want you."
So
to
maybe
protect it."
Umberly's
gotta
belonged
look
to
after
Riley.
it.
So maybe Umberly was something to do with
Did we ever get a surname for Reacher?
Yeah, Chiron.
yeah,
Kyron.
Reach Kyron.
Just to
Lord
go over
Were
things.
there any other names that we determined for Reacher? Because
No,
thus far,
Pyri told me Reacher was the first
But leader amongst men.
leader of
First-
men.
yeah, but what
2,000
was
years
he?
ago.
He was a leader of men, but who the fuck? What was he?
Was he Delvin?
Was he Delvin? Was he a Delvin leader amongst men?
Okay, that's a good question. Reacher.
Yes.
There's no records of Reach.
Is there a record of Reacher's birth?
Yes.
Okay. Was Reacher Delvin?
No.
Was Reacher a human?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Don't really
But
know
he
what else to ask.
traded in the same sort of stuff
Did
that
he?
the Delvin were trading in.
I mean, he does now.
yeah.
So how did he
How?
gain that ability?
So hold on. If there is a record of Reacher's birth, that means he was born during Delvin civilization. Did Delvin civilization coexist at the same time as human civilization?
No.
Okay.
Just trying to think, like, how is he got the same ability as a Delvin? Is this something that we forgot?
I don't know. My head is butting up
Yeah.
against a wall at the moment.
There's a lot of information you've just taken in.
I
Yeah.
know, and it's what.
Perhaps
it's
there's more
how
opportunities
order
to
it.
find out more about this in
Gallia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But which Gallia?
Yeah, and
Old
why
Gallia
do
or new
why do
Gallia?
the locations not match up at all?
Who knows?
Yeah.
How does the world move around?
Who knows?
Pyri,
Yes.
how would the world move around?
Well,
Here we go.
there's a giant
Geography.
that flies through space.
Yeah. And what's on its back, Pyri?
4 owlbears.
Nice.
And a flat icosahedron.
Because my brain is so full of the new information, I don't know what to ask next. Or what
It's
would
just
be a
owl
pertinent
bears all the
question.
way down.
Owlbears all the way down.
Right.
For legal reasons, they're eagle bears.
Have we latched onto the only gods that we tend to use for our own gain and forgotten about the others? Well, we use Umberly all the time because she's useful. Only because of that. We haven't used any of the powers of any of the others.
I think chances are it's because Umberly's useful. Every time I've tried to
Let's
interact
give
with the
this a
gods,
go.
everything went wrong, and so everyone's now scared to talk to their gods.
No, I've tried. I've tried
Kronos!
recently.
Yeah, you tried recently.
Oh,
We're in his house.
True.
that is
Very
true. That is true.
Yeah, talk to anyone. Kronos is the one. And it's great to hear James do the voice.
Oh, God.
Oh, you need to go God mode as well with the lights.
It's the ticking. It's when we're all going to start swaying again.
So I've never spoken to her before. Not since getting my money maker.
Maybe ask
Yeah,
him.
you were just sort of like,
question.
cheers, make loads of money. Fuck him.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Honestly.
He
you'd
gave
think-
you a small.
You'd think someone who'd give you a powerful thing, you'd worship them a little bit.
Did we glean why the
Oh,
gods actually
oh.
wanted us to look after their stuff? Have we actually asked them that?
They just
Why
want
do you
us
want to look after your kit?
They want us to be protectors.
But why?
I've tried to ask him to ask a few times.
Hello there.
Hello, Kronos. You alright?
Oh, yes.
We've been talking to your mate Pyri. Do you know anybody called Riley Reefheart?
Oh.
You must never speak her name.
Why?
So, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Yep. That's it. Nothing else. You want more? Well, all right. Look, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll see all the other content, all the other videos, loads and loads of stuff out there, and you won't miss it. Make sure you ring the bell as well, because that's like a thing people do on YouTube. It's true. I've heard about it. Yeah. Come on now, you can go. Just press that subscribe and the bell. No, not the end of it. Come on. Smut. Ridiculous. All right. See you next time.